Looking to learn more about resources, especially in Henrico County, for your small business? Stay tuned. Welcome to the WorkHARDaholics Show with your host, the original WorkHARDaholic, Shirley Crawford, author, speaker, and small business consultant for over 20 years, helping you to work hard, play harder, and business better. Hello, and welcome back to WorkHARDaholics. I'm your host, Shirley Crawford, the original WorkHARDaholic, and the lovely lady to my left, your right, is none other than Ebonie Atkins, a managing director at Henrico Economic Development. What does the A stand for?
Authority.
There you go. This is a woman of authority. Okay. Ebonie.
Yes.
I need you all to know we've been trying for a moment to get Ebonie onto the show with us.
A short moment.
We've been trying for a moment to get Ebonie on the show, but she's just that popular, just that important. And I get to see her when I open up like Biz Sense and Biz Weekly and what's going on. And oh, they opened this in Henrico and they did this in Henrico. And there you'll see Ebonie's smiling face. But now we get to see her in person. Welcome, Ebonie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Happy
I'm
to
glad
have
we
you.
worked it out.
Bienvenido. See?
Gracias.
I got 3 Spanish words for you.
That's
I know what she said. It is a pleasure. It's really a pleasure to have you. So first and foremost, before we get into all that Ebonie does, I'd like to learn a little bit more about who Ebonie is. Ebonie, tell us the journey that even got you to Henrico County.
Wow, it's been quite a journey. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan originally. I love telling people that because I love my hometown.
And we don't know anybody else from Michigan. Do you all know anybody from Michigan?
I run into Michiganders all the time down here. And we do this little thing where we raise our hand and we point to what city we're from. So I'm from over here.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I did not know.
I am. But I have been in the Richmond area for 7 years now. Maybe 8. 8, actually. Went to undergrad and studied Spanish and thought I was going to change the world and go into social work. And I ended up working in higher education doing diversity, equity, inclusion work, which was a lot of fun. But I wanted to expand out of the walls of the university and saw gentrification going on in my hometown.
Ooh, yeah,
Lots of changes in the urban landscape. And I thought, what can I do about that? And how can I help? And literally just Googled community urban development, and urban planning popped up, and Virginia Tech popped up. And so I applied to get a master's in urban planning from Virginia Tech, which brought me to Virginia. Studied there for 2 years, got a job in federal government here in Richmond, then worked for state government, and now I'm at local government. That's a
first
truncated journey.
We say thank you, Google. Thank you, Google, for getting
Yes.
Ebonie here, because apparently that's how that all happened.
In Virginia Tech search engine optimization, I guess.
Okay, Tech, job well done. Okay,
Yes.
we have nothing against Blackbird. You know, how are you all doing over there? But that is like a really interesting way to get here,
It
right?
is.
And so, but something you said, I would have to say. So you were saying about how you wanted to change the world. You are changing the world. And so as a business owner, if you all don't know, I know I've said it before, but in case you were sleeping through that part, we're actually here at the Women's Business Center, which I get the pleasure of running every single day. And we are located in Henrico County. Yeah, we service the metropolitan Richmond area, but we're here in Henrico. And so we've had like the firsthand pleasure of working with the EDA, procurement, the Board of Supervisors. And I will say this, I am a native Richmonder. So there's no place like home. I clicked my heels 3 times in the whole 9. There's no place like home, but I have never been treated better, especially from the welcome part, than I was from Henrico County.
Thank you, Shirley. That is our goal. Our goal is to be a resource for businesses, to be an open door. Send me an email, call me. Let's figure out what your need is, who I can connect you with, or what I can do myself. So we try to make it a very welcoming environment for businesses.
It was a win.
Good.
I mean, it really was a win. So I know when we first got here, I reached out to the Board of Supervisors and said, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
They connected us with Jeff Conley, and who was in procurement at that time. He's now at the Federal Reserve Bank. Blah. Okay, anyway. Yeah. We don't like it when our resources move, but that's why we're here to keep you all posted. And then we had reps from EDA who came and visited us here at the office.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I've never had that before. And I have been, as far as a business owner, I've been in Chesterfield, which I will say Chesterfield is great for small business owners as well. But I had to work at the relationship. And so once we established the relationship, it's lock solid. It's beautiful. And that was when I was working back with BizWorks. But here, like Henrico, you all jumped in like feet first.
I'm glad that you say that. And I'm glad that you're sharing. People can call their board of supervisor member. You can do that. That's why they're there. Reach out to them. I'm starting a business. I have a business. This is my need. I'm located here. Who can help me? That's a lovely place to start because they want to be responsive and communicate with their constituents as well. They happily send you guys our way, so we are happy to respond.
And it's been a very good relationship. One we fully plan to maximize more.
Yes, do that. Don't just check the box and move on.
Be very aware. We'll be back. And so, but what I find interesting is that oftentimes I really will open up the paper and you're there at a groundbreaking.
Yeah.
So like, what are all of the services generally that you all get to provide?
Well, a part of that is just helping to market that business to get the publicity out there. We have a new business in the county, and those really happen because the business owner reached out to us. Hey, we're starting up, or they're already working with the chamber, they're working with you or another organization, and they will reach out and say, hey, I know of this business that's opening next month. They're doing a ribbon cutting. Can someone come out? We'd love for you to meet the business owner. So that is a first step. If you are starting a business, if you are opening up a new brick and mortar, and want to invite us in, we are happy to do that. And so we all, if I'm not available, my executive director, Anthony Romanello, loves to attend those, and other folks in the office. So that's really the start, is reaching out to us.
And we do have a special appreciation for Anthony Romanello. Another one of so a lot of times people think, oh, you're at this certain level. I'm the director. I am the one in charge. But he has also been very warming and welcoming. Yeah. I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, the reason that I had a meeting with him was because he called for it. He actually picked up the phone and said, hey, I hear that you're here. You're doing things. Love to meet. And so that also. Not the norm, people. Not the norm, but possible. All right. Want to learn more about what you can get for your business in Henrico County, the connections you can make, more about Miss Atkins over here? We'll be right back after this commercial break. Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA. When you're ready for more than just office space, come join the WBCRVA family.
Life can be a struggle. Find hope, healing, and answers at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place to encounter God through uplifting worship, singing, prayer, the preach word, and fellowship. One step can change your life. One step could shift your destiny. There has never been a better time to take that step than now. Come be our guest every Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place where you belong.
So, what are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm trying to find the hat so that I can be the winner of the Boss Ladies Who Tea hat competition held by the Empower Conference. What do you think? I think it's the winner.
Ladies, are you ready for an afternoon of tea, networking, and inspiration? Join us for the annual Boss Ladies Who Tea event happening on July 15th at Meadowbrook Country Club. Sip on specialty teas, connect with like-minded women, and hear from guest speakers. Tickets are available on Eventbrite, so don't wait. Just search Boss Ladies Who Tea and get your tickets today. You don't want to miss this exclusive event.
Welcome back to WorkHARDaholics. Okay, for those of you who've been with us since the beginning, which I hope that you have been, because if not, you've missed some things. I have the pleasure of being here with none other than Ebonie Atkins. And give me just a moment, because I am not fully seeing her beautiful face. Hi there, Ebonie. There she is. Okay, so Ebonie is one of the managing directors at Henrico County Economic Development. Now, if you're listening or watching, you're like, well, I'm not in Richmond. You have an EDA where you are as well. Go look up your resources. But if you're here in the metropolitan Richmond area, we want you to know specifically that Ebonie is also here. Okay, so here is the thing. I always love the fact that when I'm out and about, like what the Big Dipper Summit, like wherever I go, if I'm out in the community and I'm doing something, Ebonie is there. Like she's working. She is, like right now we have this event coming up for banking and business. We're both on the panel. And then what else? We're comparing notes. Like, are you going to be at this? I'm going to be at that. Oh yeah. And so there's the convening at Virginia Commonwealth University. We'll both be there for that. There's all kinds of things happening. Ebonie is out there in the community. But I really want to have a moment for people to get to know a little bit more about Ebonie Atkins. Ebonie is so amazing. And so I feel I am blessed because I get to be surrounded by brilliant people and amazing people. And so something in particular that I think is amazing about Ebonie is working on a book.
Yes.
And so it might not sound like a business thing, but a lot of you are authors. And if not, a lot of you are just humans who are going through experiences. And I love the fact that Ebonie leads by example of helping you to convert what could be a really horrendous event in your life and utilizing it to once again change the world, make an impact, and help others. So can you tell people a little bit about the project that you're working on?
Yes, I am working on a book, sort of exploring, journaling my journey through grief. About a year ago, last Friday, actually, May 12th, 2022. Yeah. Yep. My mom passed away pretty suddenly. She was 65 years old, and it was unexpected. We were very close. She had lived with me in Richmond the whole time I was here. So that's my best friend. But it was tough. And so I started to journal some of my feelings, my thoughts, feeling like I've joined this motherless club that I didn't know existed. But of course, everyone around us loses their mother at some time or another. So I've been working on a book tentatively titled Grief Thoughts, but just my thoughts, my experiences with grief and working through this last year of grief, having lost my mom.
And you lost her so close to Mother's Day.
I did. That was tough. This year, Mother's Day, I was kind of dreading it a little bit, but then trying to downplay it like it's just another day. It's just a day. Someone made up this holiday, so why am I making a big deal about it? But luckily, I have the most amazing friends here. People reached out. Let's do brunch. Let's go to a concert. Let's do this. Love to take you to lunch. Hey, about your flowers. Really thinking about me and the loss that I experienced and potentially the emptiness I might feel on that day. So it was a very full day. Mother's Day was great. And I'm a mother as well. So my son celebrated me also.
That's a beautiful thing. And the thing for me that makes it really striking is because, especially like as an entrepreneur, right? We're that's our lens in life, right? To be able to transform something that is that heart-wrenching, and make something positive out of it. I think you should be commended for that. I think that's highly amazing.
Thank you. I often separate my work from my personal. I go through a lot personally, as we all do, but I don't often share. But this experience has actually taught me to be more transparent. I know you emailed me, but this is what's going on. This is, hey, I need to reschedule this because of this reason. Because when my mom passed, I left for a month and went to Michigan to handle all of that. And my mom always taught me, fake it till you make it. that was the way I was raised. And it works. You know, I put on my happy face. I go to all of the meetings. It's a very public role that I'm in. I have to be out and network and meet with people and share our resources. But that is difficult when inside you're actually in turmoil. And so I've just felt like I need to document that and be honest about that with other people. Yeah.
And see, I told you all, we only bring you the most amazing resources that you can possibly get. Well, I look forward to the actual completion.
Yeah.
And when you're ready to market and bring it out there, please let us know.
Okay.
We'll be happy to share. Maybe have you come back on and just talk about that. We love you, Henrico EDA, but that one's going to out-trump you on that date. So
Definitely.
when you're ready, please let us know. And
I will.
we'll be happy to talk more about the book and everything that comes out of it.
Yeah.
And I also hope that in addition to the book itself, you're going to have a journal for others to be able to
that's
work through
actually
their
a great
processes.
idea.
Mhm.
And yes, I will. Because when Shirley tells me to do something, I feel the need to do it. So
Yeah,
yes.
I see there could be a whole series of things that come with that. Well, we're gonna start there. Let's get the book going first. We'll
Okay.
get the journal.
Gotcha.
We'll get the podcast and the other things that should happen with that. Anthony is not listening and did not hear that. I promise she'll be back. She'll be back at work.
Jobs as I sit here.
She'll be back in the
Okay.
office later. Don't you worry. I really do want to say thank you for living, because you started off saying, and so this is when you really know someone's real heart and real theme. You started off by saying you thought that you were going to go and change the world.
Yes, just in a different way. But I thought I would be one-on-one working with people in the community. I guess through their own trauma, right? I thought I would work with Black and Brown communities, bridging the gap between minorities and getting them to see a shared struggle. And I still do that. I still can do that. I help a lot of minority-owned
Definitely
businesses.
do that.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
where you might not get the luxury of doing it as much one-on-one, you are most definitely doing it on a much larger scale.
Yes.
And so I know this because I'm one of the ones impacted. All right. For the rest of you who would like to also receive some of that Ebonie Atkins impact, just hold on right after this commercial break. So, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm trying to find the hat so that I can be the winner of the Boss Ladies Who Tea hat competition held by the Empower Conference. What do you think? I think it's the winner.
Ladies, are you ready for an afternoon of tea, networking, and inspiration? Join us for the annual Boss Ladies Who Tea event happening on July 15th at Meadowbrook Country Club. Sip on specialty teas, connect with like-minded women, and hear from guest speakers. Tickets are available on Eventbrite, so don't wait. Just search Boss Ladies Who Tea and get your tickets today. You don't want to miss this exclusive event.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA. When you're ready for more than just office space, come join the WBCRVA family.
Level up your business with the art of video. Join Power Up and IML Studios at the upcoming iPhone Videography Workshop. Edit like a pro with Canva Video. Discover iPhone settings, filming basics, and capturing content. Master video with interactive workshops and boost your business. Convert viewers into clients. Ready to level up your videos? Join us June 10th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. PowerUpVideo.com. Click Workshops.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lawrence Roberts with Financial News You Can Use. Again, I have another letter I'd like to share with you because these letters are very important. This is another way to get your questions answered. I'm going to go ahead and read through this letter and paraphrase it because I could tell this gentleman here, his name is Christopher, he just recently lost his, had a death in the family. And I could tell he probably was up late at night writing this letter, and it bothers him still just to think about it. Because one of the things with him in this letter here, he's married, he has 3 kids, he's 42 years old, and he never really paid much attention to any type of investments or anything. Okay. Also, he had a close friend who passed. And when I say close friends, it really was probably sound like it might have been a family member that passed away. And when that person passed, they were scrambling. These are my words though, but they were scrambling because funeral expenses, worrying about paying the bills and family expenses and everything. Well, some people might say, no, that's just life insurance. Some people might say it's investments. But you know what? It's all the same. Because when that time comes, if something happens to you, you don't want your family worried about how they're going to pay their bills. You don't want your wife or your loved one to take and bury you today, 9 o'clock in the morning, because they have to go to work at 1 o'clock. That's a tough feeling to be in. Tough place to be. So reality, yes, Christopher, I would recommend starting with life insurance, because also Christopher asks, do I need a lot of money to get started? No. And I say that, Christopher, because several things. Life insurance, what's different about investing with life insurance is that you have to qualify, meaning you have to be in good health, Christopher. You have to be able to pass that background as far as health check, okay? Whereas investing in straight money, all you need is some dead presidents. The more dead presidents you have, the more you're able to invest. However, Christopher, understand this. The difference between the two is this. Life insurance, it does not cost a whole lot to get a lot in the end if you pass away. Investments is what you put into it, how they perform, how they grow, will yield the results at the end. And it takes time. You're not going to put money in there today and expect instant gratification and a whole lot of money like that right away, because it's not going to happen, Christopher. Anybody who tells you, hey, this is the greatest investment out there, invest in this one, you'll get a lot of money back, run. Okay? So I'm going to take it like 101 level right here, Christopher, okay? Because one of the things we talk about when you talk about investing, there's 3 different areas when you talk about. I'm going to go ahead and read it that way, how can I say, I don't miss anything, all right? There's 3 different areas when you talk about asset allocation, spreading your money out, how do I want to diversify my money, Christopher? 1, equities. Equities, all right? Equities make the asset, which is your money, how your pile of money, your group of money, or whatever you want to call it, grow. The equities make your asset allocation more aggressive. The more aggressive it is, which is the more risk you're taking on, okay? And equity is direct ownership of a company, the value of which can go up or down over time based on a number of factors, okay? Fixed income. Let's be real, Christopher. We all like something that's going to grow regardless of what the market does. That's good to have. It's a balance, okay? Cash. Enough said there. Cash. Dead presidents, cash. You want cash on the books, cash on the balance sheet. You want it to grow. Christopher, this is just the 101 level. I still would highly recommend you come and talk to a professional such as myself, because this is just that scraping the bottom level 101. Again, I'm Lawrence Roberts with financial news you can use. I can be reached at 804-746-3714. You can also go to my website at www.lawrencevroberts.com. Again, this is financial news you can use.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Once again, this is your host, Shirley Crawford, the original WorkHARDaholic, with someone who I highly respect and enjoy, but don't get to see a lot, except for this week. I'm going to see you a whole lot this week. Ebonie Atkins of Henrico Economic Development Authority.
Yes.
I don't know what I thought the A stood for. There's so many associations. Like, what else could it be?
Well, it's
Yeah,
because we're actually separate from the county. We have our own board of directors. We have our own budget. So we are
I
a
knew
part
you
of
all had a
Henrico,
different
but we
budget, but I
are
didn't
the
know
right.
why.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Gives us a little
That
different freedoms.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Oh, that makes so much. See what you learn, people. Learn something new every day. Okay. As we're talking about the authority of Henrico County, if I am a small business owner looking to come to Henrico to set up shop, how can the EDA help me?
Yes. Well, one of the major things that we do is help folks find real estate. So if you need an office space, be it 1,000 square feet, be it a space in an incubator and wanting to rent out, or if you want 20,000 square feet of office, we can help you with that. So call us. We will run a real estate search. Figure out your specs. What side of town do you want to be in? How much space do you need? Help you understand enterprise zones and some of the benefits that may occur if you locate in different areas of the county. What resources can you take advantage of? Um, a lot of folks come to us wanting funding. We don't have a funding source, but we have partners that we work with that have loan guarantee programs, low interest loans, those sorts of things, some grant programs. So definitely want to connect you with the right folks in this Richmond region. It's not, I don't just use Henrico people. I don't discriminate. Anyone that has something to help a business owner that wants to be successful in Henrico, I will direct you there. So
There you
Wanna
go.
get that word
You
out.
can,
We're regional
you can get the
partner.
resources, but it's interesting, Dee, because Henrico and the city of Richmond actually do a lot of things together.
We do, and we have companies that may have an office in Henrico and a warehouse in Richmond, or vice versa. We support each other. If we find out that someone is thinking about leaving one of our partner locations or partner localities, we give them a heads up. We want to make sure that this Richmond region flourishes. We are dealing with the large labor shed, a pool of folks that live in Chesterfield and drive in Henrico. So those lines don't even exist. You know what I mean?
I live in Richmond. I was just saying, I said, essentially, my soul is in Henrico. And so I say that because I live in Richmond. I grew up in Richmond. I went to school in Richmond. But our offices are in Henrico, and my church is in Henrico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you cross that line so easily where you're going from one to the other. And it's like, wait, but where are we? Like, even when we set up shop here, I don't know if I told you this story. We thought we were in Richmond.
Oh, well, that's easily confused.
It's literally a block away.
Yeah, you go one block and you're in the city.
You pass the one line by Will Lawn and you're back in Richmond. And we were literally about to sign the papers, and he was like, well, welcome to Henrico County. And we looked at each other like, what?
A lot of people think Willow Lawn is in Richmond.
Yeah, it's been an amazing mistake. It's
Yeah.
been quite wonderful, but I can't say it was totally intentional. See, but it worked out wonderfully. So then when you talk about some of the services that are provided with regards to the real estate searches and other information, for those who are looking to develop even further, I know like you all have had seminars and
Yes.
workshops, the SWAM certification, I know that's coming up.
Yep. June 1st, we have a SWAM certification webinar. Actually, I'm sorry, it's in-person workshop. Got to get over COVID, right? And the pandemic.
This is not a Zoom.
This is in person. Fairfield Library, 2 to 5 p.m. We are partnering with the Small Business Supplier Diversity Office. Randy Brown.
Yeah.
Yes, SBSD. We're giving step-by-step instruction on how to get your SWAM certification through the state system. So this is to open doors for those government contracts, procurement opportunities with localities. This is very important if you are a woman-owned business, minority, veteran-owned business as well. You can figure out how to get your business in that system. It's called EVA, so that you can take advantage of those procurement opportunities.
Okay, so that
Yes.
seminar in
June 1st.
person, June 1st at Fairfield Library. Do people need to register?
They do need to register. Information is on our website, www.henrico.com, also on SBSD's website. But you do need to register. We want to get a head count. We will have refreshments, some things, some planning things, but it is free. Bring your laptop and your EIN number so that you're ready to go. We want, when you leave, you have submitted your application and we're just waiting for approval. That's the goal.
Yeah, we all know because if you've been somebody who watches the show or listens to it on whichever platform you're catching it, we often talk about the importance of SWAM certification. Small women and or minority is what that stands for. I know we talk in acronyms. Alphabet soup, people. We're still living in alphabet soup, and talking about that certification and how important it could be, especially when it comes to procurement. Right. As we always say, if you're going to get a client, you want to get the government.
Yes.
It could get delayed, but it won't be denied. You will get it eventually, shutdowns or not. Whereas the person sitting next to you, they may never pay you. I don't know. But yeah, that's the beautiful thing about having the government, county, like your municipality, state, federal, different systems for, different ones, but still quite amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be the SWAM certification. And I think that's really funny because I know like this coming up soon are the SWAMmy Awards. Are you going to those?
Yes. I'm not this time.
I am. See?
Dang. There's something we
were
won't
on
be
a
at together.
We were on a roll.
Bummer. Next time we'll consult
We're going
each
to
other.
coordinate.
Yes.
We're going to have our
Yes.
private calendars linked up. Yes, because
Definitely.
I'm telling you, I get out to these events and I'm like, I know I'm in the right place. I'm like, there's Ebonie. This is a good event to be at. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So they'll have the SWAM certification. How often do you all have like workshops and seminars?
We try to do things monthly. It just depends on the topic. So we have that. We have a monthly series. It's a pop-up mentoring program. That's at Libby Mill Library. The fourth Wednesday of every month, you can come and get free business mentoring from 4:30 to 7 p.m.
So the
free.
fourth Wednesday.
June 28th is the next one.
So
Yes.
the day before my birthday, you can go and get a mentor at Libby Mill
Libby
Library.
Mill.
So the one right around the corner. That's
Yes.
right around the corner. We love Libby Mill.
Yes.
We
it's
like
so
the
nice.
evening. It is. You can go out. They got the fountain, and sometimes the food trucks, and sometimes you can go look that up for
You
Libby
can also
Mill.
come and get business mentoring, not just look at the fountain or the food
Well,
truck.
now you know. Every fourth Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Is
Yes.
that like at a particular time? Registration
4:30
required?
to 7 p.m. No registration. It's pop-up. If you have a question on finances, if you have a new business idea, you just want to run it by someone, having issues with your suppliers, vendors, you just want to talk business, but you want to do it quickly, you want to connect with somebody, you don't want to schedule a time, just pop on in.
That's a really good one. So for all my entrepreneurs out there, you need to put that on your calendar because like I'm not always available to answer your questions.
Mhm.
But now you know every fourth Wednesday you can head over to Libby Mill Library.
Yes.
I want to keep saying Fairfield, but Fairfield is where the SWAM
Swam
event is
certification.
going to be. It's a lot going on, people. Resources just for you. So we want to say thank you again to Ebonie for
Thank you.
joining us.
Yes.
It wasn't painful.
It wasn't. We finally made it happen. So
Yes.
happy to be here and to share a little bit of my story as well.
And see, now you all know why Ebonie's so amazing and why we were so glad to have her. So as we always say, live better, do better, be better, and happy entrepreneuring. Ta-ta! Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. 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 Thanks for tuning in to WorkHARDaholics. Support our show by following on YouTube and all major social media platforms at WorkHARDaholic. Until next week, happy entrepreneuring.